Hello students, we are going to start with chapter Surface Chemistry of class 12. Now, as the name suggests, surface chemistry, that means it relates or it helps us to study the reactions, chemical reactions occurring on the surface. Before that, what is a surface? See, for example, this is a sponge. This will be the surface of the sponge, isn't it, which is in contact with the air or the atmosphere. Fine. So over here, there are so many practical applications for surface chemistry. So many things will be like for example, all the reactions which involve catalyst. In case of catalyst, the chemical reactions are occurring on the surface only, so they all are surface phenomena. Okay, then means different things happen. Then you might have heard about surface tension, isn't it? Surface tension is also a surface phenomenon. So surface chemistry deals with those chemical reactions or those phenomena which involve the surface of a substance. Fine, basically. Now over here, this is the definition of it. Branch of chemistry which deals with the nature of surfaces and changes occurring on the surface. Okay. Now when we are talking about the surface chemistry or the phenomena occurring on the surface, then there is one very important term associated with it, which is adsorption. Okay. Adsorption. Okay, I'll give you a few examples of it. See, dust particles stuck on our face, on our skin, that is adsorption. During this lockdown period, one very important thing is being used. Okay, one term is coming up, that is using the mask, isn't it? That mask, what does it do? It adsorbs the particles around it. Adsorb. Okay, so there are so many things where this adsorption occurs. Fine. So over here, adsorption is the phenomenon of attracting, it attracts and retaining. Retain means keeping the molecules of a substance at the surface of solid or liquid. Fine. Resulting in higher concentration of molecules on the surface. Now one thing, it is written over here, that is attracting and retaining the molecules of a substance on the surface of solid or liquid. Specifically, it is mentioned solid or liquid because solid and liquids only have surface. Gases do not. Okay, solid example just now I gave you. You can take any example of liquid also. Take water, there is a surface of water also. Milk or any other liquid. You can take petrol, diesel. They have a surface, isn't it? So, that's why it is written phenomenon adsorption occurs on solid or liquid only because they have surfaces. Okay, so gases cannot undergo adsorption. Fine, how? Further I'll tell you. Okay, resulting in higher concentration of molecules on the surface. Now whatever molecules are attracted and retained. Okay, see for example, I'll give you this example only. This is a sponge. On the surface of the sponge, if any particle or gas particle is retained, attracted and retained, okay, so that process is known as adsorption, only on the surface. Okay, fine. Now there are two terms very important associated with it. First is adsorbate. Adsorbate is the substance that gets adsorbed. Okay, substance that gets adsorbed. Just now I told you any gas particles get adsorbed over here. So adsorb, they will be called, gas will be called adsorbate. So gas, understand this point, gas can act like adsorbate. It can get adsorbed, okay, but it cannot act like adsorbent. Fine. Why? Because adsorbent is the solid substance. See, that's why it is written solid substance on the surface of which adsorption occurs. Make it very clear. Adsorbent can be solid or liquid because they have surfaces. okay, but most commonly adsorbents are what? Solids, okay. Adsorbate gases can be only adsorbate. Fine, gases are good adsorbate. They can easily go and retain on any solid substance. So gases can act like adsorbate but not like adsorbent because they do not have any surface. Is it clear to all of you? Fine. Now we will see absorption. AB absorption. See, let us see the definition first. It is a bulk phenomenon where the concentration of molecule is same throughout the bulk of solid and on the surface. Bulk means inside. Okay. When I told you the sponge surface was above there and everything, all the particles inside are known as the bulk. Okay. So over here, absorption, it also has so many applications. Fine. Okay. So here, let us see. I will give you first one example of both to explain you the difference between both. A very common one, tea and biscuit. Okay. Now, when you dip a biscuit in a cup of tea for 1 or 2 seconds and immediately take it out, then what will happen? The tea particles will get retained only on the surface of the biscuit. Okay, that is adsorption. Okay, it will be this adsorption. Fine, but sometimes, if you take the biscuit and dip in the tea for some longer interval of time, that is around 30 seconds, then the tea particles will enter inside the bulk or they will get retained in the bulk of the biscuit, and that is known as the absorption. Sometimes it falls off also, isn't it? Okay, so in this case you have understood the difference between both. Now in this case what happens? Tea will be what? It will be adsorbate, isn't it? Adsorbate. Fine, because it is getting adsorbed. And biscuit will be what? It will be adsorbent because it is providing the surface or on the surface of which the other substance is getting adsorbed. Okay, fine. Now let us see the differences between both. Once again, already we have seen the definitions. AD adsorption, it is here the concentration is more on surface because it occurs only on the surface, that is why, rather than in the bulk. Absorption, the concentration of molecule is same throughout the bulk and the surface because the particles will enter inside also. Then it is surface phenomenon, absorption is a bulk phenomenon. Adsorption, it steadily increases at a specific rate and then reaches equilibrium, then it will almost stop. And absorption, equilibrium doesn't mean stop. Absorption, it occurs at uniform rate. Fine, it will be continuous. Now see, there are so many. In this chapter we are going to study basically about AD adsorption only in detail. Okay, because we are studying surface chemistry, surface phenomenon. So adsorption in detail we will study. There are various industrial applications of adsorption. For example, gas mask, it is being used. Means adsorption, means formation of gas mask uses this concept of adsorption only. Then you have studied in class 11 softening of water. In that one method, ion exchange method, we have studied. That method also uses this phenomenon of adsorption only. In pharmaceutical industry, for prolonged time, if we want prolonged treatment from a drug, we use this method of adsorption. In detail you can study later. Okay, then means there are silica gel. One more example, simple common example I am giving you. Silica gel. Silica gel has a tendency to absorb moisture. Okay, so it also carries out this phenomenon of adsorption. Just few I have quoted over here. There are various applications, industrial applications basically of adsorption. Okay, then sorption. This one more word you will hear, which when both the processes are occurring together, AD and AB, adsorption and absorption, then we can use adsorption word also. Okay, and just keep it in mind that AD adsorption can occur alone, but absorption, this absorption cannot occur alone. If absorption is occurring, so obviously adsorption has occurred, because the particles will move from the surface only towards the bulk of a substance. Then one more term is there, desorption. D means removal. Removal of the substance. So removal of adsorbate from adsorbent is called as the desorption.